Hello and welcome to The Worst Movie Ever Made, an experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind, to find the worst movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris Ockman. I'm joined by my co-host and fellow mad scientist, Rob Scucci and Bob Hasek. Hey guys, how are you? And why are we doing your?
Because we wanted to see what it would look like if He-Man and Darth Vader butt-fucked and had a weird little composite human that was based loosely on neither of those things.
Well said.
Yeah, this is the fact portion. This may have been the lowest budget film, adjusted for inflation, distributed by a major studio. It was distributed by, I forget which distribution company. So we kind of had to do it, right? Given B-movie means low budget.
It certainly looked low budget. There were a couple of like machines later in the movie and the dinosaurs, I guess, that looked like they must have spent a little bit of money, but
No, it didn't.
Yeah. Like millions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or even
yeah,
thousands.
for sure.
Yeah.
You're the hunter from the future. Let's see what people on YouTube think about it.
Oh, yeah, this is great. Okay, I'm gonna go fast on this. This one is the perfect mix between He-Man, Star Wars, and Super Jets. I think they meant to say perfect.
I think so.
It's films like this that make me so bored and disappointed with the real world. So that person's probably killed themselves by now. Saw it in a drive-in when it came out. Same night we saw Strange Brew with Bob and Doug. Take Off.
Oh my god, that would be so good. Take off, you losers.
I am totally getting ready to watch this. Reb Brown is an underrated national treasure.
No.
One of the greatest and horriblest movies of all time, and I love every minute of it. Reb Brown is perfectly cast in the cinematic treasure and abomination. 80s cheese doesn't get any better than this, and yes, I made up the word horriblest to describe this movie, smiley face. The greatest film ever made. And here's my favorite, I say for last. I almost want to save it because it might get into fact or no fact territory, but I don't think it will.
Okay.
As a movie buff, it infuriates me when a historical cave in Istanbul was blown up with dynamite for this crappy movie, and the reply was, "How do you know this?"
That's fair. I wonder how they know.
Nothing spoiled.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good. Test number 1, the worst of its kind.
Test number 1, the worst of its kind.
Most of the movies that were suggested to me on the streaming service of my choice were ones I've never heard of, so I tried to select ones that at least I have heard of, starting with The Beastmaster, with Mark Singer, and Rip Torn is in that.
I like Rip Torn.
He's childhood favorite of mine, Beastmaster.
Yeah, have you seen it as an adult?
No. No, I know 46%. It's not good. I know it's not good. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
As a kid, I thought it was cool.
As bad as it is, it's probably better than your.
Yes,
46%. Heavy Metal with John Candy. It's the only recognizable actor from that. If you've seen it, it's pretty weird.
It's bad. South
Is that
Park
the
reference.
Yeah, that's the one South Park did, right?
Yes.
With the cheesing.
Major boobage.
Major boobage.
Slather my daughter's boobies with soapy suds.
66% there. 48 Hours for some reason with Eddie Murphy.
Weird.
92%. Yeah. Bloodsport, JCVD. I kind of want to do it, even though it's not considered a bad. I guess it is. It's a 46. Say the critics.
Is that the one that Kickboxer and all subsequent JCVD films were exactly based off of?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also terrible, but like so much fun. Conan the Barbarian with Arnold, that one makes sense to me. A 66% there as well, bringing our average to a 63.2. What do you think it got?
4.
Jeez.
4 points. 4 total. Out of 1 to 100, 4.
I'll say 15 again.
Wow, good guess. A 14. So, Rob, you got the 4 part right. Bob, you're pretty much on the money there. A
Yeah,
negative 49.2, worst of its kind. Yeah, you got the teen.
Right.
I've got the 4.
Yeah.
So almost negative 50, which is terrible. But this season we've had some real heavy hitters. It's a big movie season, so that's not surprising. And worst of its kind. Let's do a little limerick test. In test number 2, ain't that a pitch?
Test number 2. Ain't that a pitch?
I love
All
mine.
right. You want to go first?
Sure.
Did you go first last time? I don't know. I want to.
I don't remember.
All right.
I think I did, but I don't care.
All right. Yeah, fine. Go first. See what I care.
Yor comes in claiming he's from the future, but he's here to find your girl and try to seduce her. He's got 6-pack abs and he's good with an axe, but really, he's a vagrant village vagina moocher.
Okay. I'll go next. That was good. Yor was a He-Man type of guy who would fight till his enemies died. His medallion was shiny, but his pecker was tiny because he clearly took steroids. Oh my.
Oh my,
I went with Chris and I rhymed future, so here we go.
Ooh.
Oh.
There once was a man named Yor from the future, with a woman and a doughy man trying not to lose her. She said, "One of us must die. Yay, she's dead. He's mine." It was all for naught. Yor thought Pag was way cuter.
I think he was a Pac fan, definitely. They had a special chemistry we're going to talk about later.
Yeah.
Able to do things that I don't think Rob or Bob and I could do, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm voting Chris
test number
4.5.
3. Oh, yeah. I skipped right over that. I think I was making an assumption. Rob?
You said Chris 4.5, Bob?
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with that.
All right, well, I'm going to go Chris a 5. So what's that, a 4.66?
Yeah. Whatever.
All right, test number 3. The most offensive.
I tell you, I'm full of something right about now.
God damn, girl, you smell like something crawled up in you and died. Damn, what did you eat?
Corn. I don't never eat no corn.
Oh, shit. God.
Test number 3. The most offensive.
Okay.
All right. Pretty offensive movie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Starting with you're saving only the sexy.
Yes.
Yeah. I noticed that.
Goes into a village and saves one woman. It's the one that he wants to get in the sheets with.
He just looks over, ooh, dumpy, and just like keeps swinging his sword the other way.
Yeah, that's pretty offensive. He does more than that, but the camera team goes up cloth camera angles all the time with number 2.
Yeah.
And even up yours loincloth himself.
Yeah.
At least once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Saw a lot of cheekage. Reb's Brown area. Number 3, flooding the cave full of females.
Right.
Yeah.
So the whole village, the ones that he didn't save, he had another chance to save them, but instead they knocked down a dam and allowed the whole cave to get flooded. So it kills a lot of the barbarian horde or what have you, but takes out every single woman in the game as well. They're all dead now.
Yep.
Number 4, consuming corpse water. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, Roa, the other blonde with the medallion, says that she was like not frozen or something in ice like the rest of the people from her timeline. You know, and then she was talking about how the villagers worship her and drink of the water that their bodies are frozen in. And one, I mean, it's a little disrespectful to the bodies, but 2, it seems like a really good way to catch some horrible, horrible disease.
There's a guy, he was on the Dick Show. His name's Vito.
Okay.
And he bought bath water from like a e-girl named
Oh,
Belle
yeah.
Delphine, and he vaped it on air.
What?
Oh, jeez.
That's a very strange thing to do.
Yes, that's what it reminds me of.
Imagine like if you can just sell your bathwater. I'd be a millionaire. I'd be in the bath half the day, just bottling that shit and sending it out.
Just queefing in the water to give it a little extra something to chew on, you know.
Yeah, I could
Oh.
carbonate it a little.
Christ.
Number 5, Ka-Laa kill Roa. Bobby mentioned this, but she just decides that she's going to kill Roa so that not He-Man, Yor will not have any competition between women anymore. Just tries to take her out.
Yeah.
Totally ridiculous. And then somehow Roa is just like cool with it immediately after that.
And she's like, "Oh, he needs a woman, a great woman behind him because he's a great man," or like some stupid.
Yeah,
I forget what she said exactly, but
Number 6, women want Yor and cavemen are cucks.
Yeah.
Like every dude is like, here, have my lady. You win.
Yeah. You fought off that thing that we would have fought off anyways if you weren't here, but
Yeah.
please let me sit on the cuck rock and watch you plow my wife.
The cock rock. It's right next to Plymouth.
Yeah.
Number 7, robot replacement theory.
Yep.
So, what's his name? Overlord is trying to replace the human race with robots to do human jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar. Sounds like something we're
Sounds like a warehouse I worked in during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Well, that's all I got. You guys want to mention anything else you found offensive?
All white cast, maybe.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't count the blue, the blue humans.
That's true. When you were talking about drinking the corpse water, I'm not adding anything new, but I thought you were talking about when he like killed like the triceratops and he like cups his hand and he's just like, "Here, have a lick."
Yeah. More triceratops conversation to come for sure.
I feel like that's
Too
coming.
funny.
That's coming later.
For sure. But you know who's not? Roa, because she's dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Test number 4, the worst dialogue.
Test number 4. The worst dialogue.
Go down to movie calendars. Get me a big bowl.
Pie.
Ice cream
on it.
Good. Put some on your head. Your tongue would slap your brains out trying to get to it. Interested? Sure.
All right.
I wonder how many takes that take took.
Oh, he showed up when the whole crew was already on Union Gold time. He did it in 3 minutes and bounced. I guarantee it.
Guaranteed. I
Probably.
agree.
I still trip up, like I just said, tooks. I trip up every time I try to think of the wording, like the put them on your head and your brain, your tongue will tongue will slap your brains out trying to get to it. That would have taken me 15 tries probably to get that on film. I don't know why. All right, all clips for the worst dialogue because it's really, really bad. I don't know if it's room bad, but we'll parse that out in a sec. Number 5, Origin.
We've learned a lot about you from your medallion. Your record is fully registered on it. Your name is Galahad, and you're the son of the rebel Askar. Your ship was destroyed when you left many years ago. Your father was banished, and he took you with him. How you survived the explosion and grew up in the outside world is a mystery.
What do you mean you know all about me? How do you know who my parents were?
I will allow the poor fool to learn the secret of his existence.
Sounds like Aslan. Do you like guns?
That is as far as my generosity will go. No, I don't want to kill him, not yet. He's perfect for what I have in mind. A breakthrough in genetic engineering.
It's spearmint.
Go on, try it.
Yeah, so it's all backwards. Like that segment was all backwards. She tells him his origins, and then he's like, "How do you know my origins?" She's like, because like I was like your dad's friend, you know."
Like
and then after that, and then after that, Overlord is like, "I'll allow him to learn his origin," like the thing that he just learned.
It's like the editors got like all the dailies dumped on their desk, and they're like, fuck it, it's good enough.
Number
4, yarg.
Son of Fire.
What a strange thing. What is it?
I wish I knew. It's like a fire burning inside me, a question without an answer. Am I the son of fire, with no mother or father?
Oh, you'll find the answer. There must be a tribe of men like you. And there must be women, too.
Right.
Am I the son of fire?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty lofty. I don't understand why people keep describing him as different. Because he's blonde.
I know. Yeah. Exactly.
It's part of the master race.
Yeah.
Oh, God. The master's race of the universe.
Yeah. What I say? I call him a bargain bin Dolph Lundgren when I was texting.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
I have another thing I want to compare him to, but I'm going to wait until the catch all. But cousin Todd, friend of the pod, and I were talking about him, and the subject of one of those like Lego characters came up. You know, like he's got the Lego helmet look. You know,
like the Flash from Action League Now on Kablam. Remember that show?
Oh yeah.
Just the naked hero.
The Flash. He doesn't have a superpower, does he? He's just really strong.
Think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he has the medallion, so.
Well, he does have the medallion. Yeah.
Yeah. But the origin is unknown even to him, so it's not like it's doing anything. You know, it's just like a thing he wears.
That's true. He doesn't know how to unlock it. Maybe if he were to like twist it around a bunch, like a bunch of what were those things called? Not centipedes. From like another dimension will come torture him, like sex torture him. If he like figures out the medallion.
It was from
Cenobites.
Cenobites, yeah.
Oh, the Cenobites, yeah.
It's like a pleasure box. Yeah. Pandora's pleasure box.
Number.
That would be number 3.
Fertility.
Don't be afraid. Come look at this, Ka-Laa.
I think the best part about this movie is the sound design.
I think I clipped that wrong. Hopefully that's funnier in the YouTube. There's nothing I can say about that other than the future tech sounds super, super awful in this movie. Yeah. It's all beeps and bloops and bleeps and even the lasers are super funny. But we'll see what that looks like on YouTube. Maybe I did that on purpose.
Okay.
I hope so. Number 2. 2 wives.
I could stay here forever, you are. Do you know that I have never belonged to another man, and that I have never felt the desire, the longing I feel now for you?
You're beautiful.
I'll go look for them. The meat is burning.
It's your jealousy that's burning.
Among our people, a man can have many wives. So why can't you have two?
You don't understand, Pat. That woman is of the same race as yours and could take him away forever.
If that has to be, you can't oppose their destiny.
Gotta love it.
Airtight, yeah.
Destiny.
I love that she has to say she's a virgin. Yeah. In the beginning, and she's like, "I want you to know I've never been with another man, but not only that, I've never wanted another man as bad as I want you." And then he's like, "You're beautiful." And then I assume that they did the dirty there. I don't really know.
Yeah,
it's a good place for it because there's a waterfall right there. You can kind of just wash up, you know.
Yeah.
Unless that's like, unless that's like her people melting in the heat of the sun.
You know what? One thing that takes me out of every kind of movie that's like in this fantasy type of genre is would this be fantasy? I guess whatever. Yeah. It's the fact that when they do get intimate, it's like, dude, they've all got to smell fucking awful.
Exactly. I thought that same thing.
You're wearing leather pelts and running through the desert, and you're just gonna fucking go to Chow Town. It's fucking so gross, dude. There aren't even wet wipes or anything. It's just unwholesome.
Yeah, I mean, Yor was just walking his Uggs through triceratops meat 15 minutes ago. How do you think those things smell at this point?
You have to imagine though they've gone nose blind because they all smell like that themselves. So when someone else smells like that, it's probably it's like, hey, they smell like me.
Yeah, it's true.
She has a unique stench.
An enchanting musk.
Enchanting musk. Number
1, Daddy.
Drum roll.
Oh, where'd it go? Oh. You know what? Fuck it.
New Mind.
You will be genetically perfect too, and will think the way I want you to. You see, I will operate on your mind until every thought that is not right has been eliminated, and you will have a new mind and memory, which will transmit itself to your genes.
What?
When you have inseminated this woman.
You would inseminate this woman.
You know what that reminded me of is Babylon AD when they're trying to explain how like her mom got with an AI or her dad got with a computer or something like that. And they're trying to somehow like force in some explanation that's just terrible.
Yeah.
It's like he was saying that as fast as he could so that you wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally ridiculous. I will not rewatch this movie, I don't think, but there is a part of me that absolutely loved watching it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Especially the last act.
The third act.
Oh my god, it's unbelievable.
I wasn't expecting it, and I don't know I'm still processing it.
I mean, yeah, the from the future, I guess, was the tip off, but they went like an hour and 10 minutes in the past.
Yeah.
Out of 100 and probably 90 minutes.
Yeah. It was an hour 25 or something like that.
Yeah. Really, really, really weird format for a movie. But anyway, Rob, how about your ad read?
Today's episode of The Worst Movie Ever Made is brought to you by calling regular sandwiches viral sandwiches on TikTok. We know what you're up to, you sneaky snakes, and we've had it. It's just a chopped Italian sub. You get all the regular sub stuff, and then you chop it up, and then you put it on bread. Just fuck off already.
Nice.
Well, I haven't seen a viral sub sandwich.
It's an Italian sub.
It's just like chopped up like a salad and put on.
It's like, oh my god, this viral sub is so great. I had to try it out myself. And then they get Italian sub fixins, and then they make an Italian sub.
Oh. Well, I do love an Italian combo.
Get like 5 million views. We're on air like an hour and a half a week.
doing hours of work otherwise too. I'm seriously slaving away hours every week for this podcast. I should have just made an Italian combo.
We should on worstmovieevermade.com. We should make a sub channel, like a sub TikTok, where we just make viral Italian sandwiches.
Oh my god, I'm so down. Then I get to eat them.
Yeah,
we should all eat them while watching the movie.
Yes.
Oh my god.
We'll do a mukbang. Fuck yeah. I can eat.
Yeah. I'm gonna make myself like 3 Italian combos and see how much I can eat.
I'm gonna dress up like my guy. I'm gonna do.
I want to see you in shorts, dude.
Do a really cool juice pour. Yeah.
Make sure you have one of those like spray bottles that you like spray the cat with, and just keep spraying your thighs with it.
I don't remember where I put it, but Stacy actually bought me one of his headbands for Christmas, and
that's sick.
Right,
the ankle band too.
Yeah, and you got the glass too.
Double glass.
It's at Jamie Van Leemer. He's the coolest person on the planet.
But we digress.
Anywho.
Test number 5, the worst production.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God! Oh man!
Worst production.
The worst production this week is that it's not a movie.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That is pretty bad.
Your is not a movie. It was a collection of scenes, is what it was. It was more of a serial. That's what I thought of it as when I first watched it.
Yeah,
and then I researched it and found out it was released that way in Italy, where it was originally produced,
and then repackaged as a film.
It was released as a 4-part serial, which makes sense because there are 4 major parts, and each part doesn't really bind with the others. I mean, they do a little bit. It have this, the medallions familiar and yours familiar, but everything else is like completely unconnected. It's like they took 4 completely different, unrelated storylines and placed them side by side, and that's what they did when they released this in other countries. They released it as a movie, especially in the States.
That is true. I mean, I guess we could probably name them, right? I mean, it's like the barbarians, and then it's like the fire people with the lady, and then it's the village, and then it's the future.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm gonna sum that up in the write-up as strike 2 for the Italians. Just for this season.
Yeah.
They better be careful.
Damn it! I forgot to write down Italians. No, just kidding. It's not a movie.
Well, that's okay because we were just talking about their delicious combos. So
yes,
they've redeemed themselves.
They're going viral, I hear, on TikTok.
You know what? That doesn't redeem shit. Italians again.
Well, you can't eat the bread. You don't know.
You know me. Oh.
Test number 6, the worst acting.
I should have put you down myself. Personally.
I never understood. Why did you judge me? Why did you judge me?
You killed innocent people.
The means to an end.
You started a massacre.
I caused the revolution.
You betrayed the law.
I betrayed this. Your council's experiment, which failed.
Test number 6, the worst acting. Speaking of laws, look at how this worked out. Number 1. Laws.
Ooh.
Thank the gods you're alive. Come, it's not safe to remain here.
No. First, we must find Ka-Laa. Where is she?
You lost her in battle. Ka-Laa now belongs to him. That is our law.
No, Peg. I don't recognize your laws.
That way.
Yeah.
That way. Just the immediate response.
I paused the movie to laugh out loud when that happened.
Yeah.
Real quick close up of Pax face, and he's like, that
way. He's like, you convinced me with your one impulsive line.
Yeah.
Number 2. I went with Professor Chaos. You might see why in a minute.
Only one of us can belong to him. You cannot understand. I understand that one of us must die.
Where's Ka-Laa, Peg?
He went looking for you.
I'm going out for a while, Mom.
That laugh obviously reminded me of the rest of Chaos. That's why I wrote it down. But yeah, Ka-Laa just makes that impromptu decision to kill Roa, and we see them struggle a little bit until the barbarian comes in and all laughing and stuff. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Number 3. Puppets.
They will replace all humans. They are part of my military power. I will create technicians, scientists, magnificent minds who will all think according to my will.
You'll command a world of puppets. Is that your goal in life?
Yes.
Yeah. Ow.
You'll command an army of puppets. Is that your goal in life? Yes. Oh.
Oh.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to stop you then. Okay, last clip of the worst acting, but we do have one more coming up in the catch-all, which I cannot wait for. More of a YouTube thing, but this one is not. This one is number 4. Overload.
Overlord, now you will never rule the mainland. In spite of your punitive strikes, it has nurtured one of our own race and sent him back to destroy you.
Get a move on! Come on, what are you waiting for?
The survivors of this island will return to the mainland. And let us pray that this time our youth will not repeat our mistakes, and that right will win over wrong. May they establish a brave new world, based on love and tolerance. And may God forgive us.
Okay, so it makes absolutely no fucking sense. The blind guy, I kind of wanted to clip him. He's like old. He looks like Jacob Marley from Christmas Carol.
Yeah,
you know the guy I'm talking about. He's the one speaking over the like the megaphone, basically the speaker system to the Overlord. And when he's first introduced, it's really funny because he comes down the stairs like a blind guy with like a seeing. What do you call that? A seeing stick? A seeing? What is that? What do you call that thing?
A blind man's stick.
Cane.
No.
Blind man's stick. Well, anyway, it goes. Yes, yes, that's it. It goes down the stairs and it's all funny, but that's not the point. Nurtured one of our own. Weird, like out in the wilderness, the mainland they call it. The survivors are going to return to the mainland, which means that the old guy and everyone else that's not on the ship is going to die, right?
Yeah.
And start a brand new world in the past, right? Because aren't they in the future?
Yeah.
There is no time line difference between the future people and the past people.
Right, it's just a location, right?
Yeah. I mean, he says it right there. I know this is more of a catch-all thing than an acting thing, but watch the YouTube video because in the middle of all that, I'm pretty sure the Overlord is dying, and he's got like a big like pipe like in his ribs, and he's like falling down, trying to get to the button that stops the explosion. You know, the typical 0-hour trope.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just wanted to point out that the guy who is delivering dialogue there is literally telling us that there is no time difference between the mainland and the future, which is what the name of the movie is. You're the hunter from the future. So how does that work? Future, I guess.
Yeah. Future, yes.
Okay, that is all we have for the worst acting. Check it out. The Overlord's really, really funny in that clip. But you have to check out our YouTube channel to see that. Yeah. Let's move to fact or no fact.
Oh, yes.
Fact or no fact?
All right.
The fact or no fact title this week was "You're Stupid," which is caveman talk for "Your is stupid."
Yes.
Okay.
And it works both ways.
You're stupid. Yeah, that's really good.
I like it.
I went through a bunch of different "your" somethings.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
I landed on the simplest one.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
so
it's beautiful.
I took a note from last week, and I thought, you know what? There were a lot of facts for a shit movie like Troll 2, and I'm like, let me see what I can find for Your, and I found many facts. Matter of fact, I found 4 that I'm including in this week's game, and you all have to find the lie.
Find the lie. Okay. I love it. Okay,
so you
cool.
find the lie. There's 5. I'm reading 5 things. 4 of them are facts. 1's a lie. Here we go. First one, the lead actress. I'm talking about Ka-Laa.
Yeah.
He was in porn movies before and after this movie.
Whoa.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Go on.
All right. The second one, the lead actor, the guy that played Yor, played football with O.J. Simpson in college.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. The movie Yor grossed nearly $3 million at the United States box office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the director of this movie stated, this is number 4, the director stated that Yor was one of his most successful pictures of his life. I'm sorry, he said, this was one of the most successful pictures of my life. Sorry.
He's a liar and a dog.
Okay, and last one is the blaster sound effects from the last battle were lifted directly from Battlestar Galactica.
This came out in 83, right?
83, yeah.
Oh, 3. Okay.
All right. I'm not even going to walk through all of them like I normally do. I think it's bullshit. I don't think it made $3 million at the U.S. box office. Like, adjusted for inflation, that's a lot of fucking money. And I think there's no way it made $3 million. I could believe the OJ thing because like they look like they're about the same age. I could believe the porn thing because she's hot. Director said was most successful picture of his life. Well, I'm saying it didn't earn $3 million, so it wouldn't be the most successful either. And the Battlestar. I'm only familiar with the Battlestar reboot, not the original series. I'm gonna say it didn't make $3 million. I'm gonna say that's the lie.
Boy, this is tough. I like them all for lies. I can believe that it was one of the most successful films of his career because I don't know anything about him, and I know about this. So,
yeah.
Reb Brown playing football is suspect to me. With not that I don't think he played football, but with OJ, the timeline to me seems a little weird.
Yeah.
How old is Reb Brown in this movie? I wonder. 27?
Jeez, I don't know.
30?
I want to say he's close. I want to say he's almost exactly my dad's age. So I think he was born in 48.
So it's possible.
This would make him like 30 something in this movie.
Yeah.
Right.
The lead actress was in porn. I'd buy that. I guess. I'm gonna go with the Reb Brown did not play football with OJ.
All right, so they did indeed. So first of all, this is so much fun because 4 of these things were real.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as Chris stated so humorously, they all sound like lies. So they did take the blaster sound effects from Battlestar Galactica. That's a fact.
Wow.
Okay.
The director did state that this was one of his most successful pictures. Most likely in the accent that I portrayed earlier.
Yes, 100%.
And
I think we lifted the audio of him saying that. That wasn't even you.
It was his most successful because it grossed nearly $3 million at the U.S. box office.
Sorry, Rob.
It was like just under 2.9 million.
Okay.
Wow.
And the lead actress did appear nude. So, Rob, the movie is called The Story of O, but it was not a porn movie at all. It was a regular movie. He actually
So Reb Brown played football?
He played football with O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson got the starting running back position at the college he was at, so he actually dropped out and transferred to a different school.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And he killed his wife.
That's true.
You know what my favorite... I know we're all Norm Macdonald. My favorite bit was a Weekend Update with Norm Macdonald, and he's like, O.J. Simpson has denied their request to let him use a lie detector. His reasoning, it detects lies.
My favorite OJ bit is when Gilbert Gottfried talked about OJ's kids saying like you can't get your kids to do things. OJ's kids are like, I'll do my homework for next year. I'll do my sister's homework.
Oh God.
That's awesome. All right, so we both lose again.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Bob win.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? We got to start including the Bob wins, I guess.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm a competitive guy. I won't remind you of that next week.
Not.
You're gonna have to have to remember that. All right, Bob win this week. God damn it! You probably have like 100 of those, and we only have 99 episodes.
Yeah, you have all the team wins, so
that's true. I do. I'm a team player. What can I say?
Yeah.
The catch-all.
The catch-all. It's the catch-all.
Okay, the theme music is my least favorite kind of music. Just so you
when
guys
they
know.
just sing how awesome he's like, yo, he's so super awesome, and he does this cool stuff. Yeah.
I couldn't even understand them. It's the harmonizing voices, like that giant chorus of like 20 people singing. That kind of music just bugs me. The opening credits are running over just running over the desert. Which I thought was pretty weird. He's just like running around, and those were the opening credits.
Yeah.
Here's one Triceratops thing. It's a carnivorous Triceratops with very sharp teeth.
Oh yeah, they're herbivores, aren't they, in real life?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Same with the Stegosaurus thing. It comes out near the end.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Help me cut the choice meats of this Triceratops, he says.
Yeah.
I wonder what I probably the rib?
I guess.
Yeah. Pretty nice soft meat by the rib of the Triceratops, I would guess. Dinosaur barbecue. The old born with a mysterious medallion trope. The funny thing is the two that I thought of are Super Mario Brothers and Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Now we're just watching Pac run around. It's like 10 minutes later, and we're just watching Pac in the wild, which is somehow less entertaining. They actually threw Yor off a cliff, and he's fine.
Yeah.
He fucking like ragdolled onto the ground.
Yeah, probably literally. Do the cavemen eat colloidal silver? Why are they blue?
Yeah,
my question.
Yeah,
their skin was blue. Have you ever seen the guy that ate or drank colloidal silver and literally like turned himself into like Smurf color? You should look it up if you have.
Yes. He turned like bright, shiny blue.
Yeah, he's a blue man.
Yeah, he took a bunch of silver supplements. Yeah,
that's what they look like. He hit the beast of the night with an arrow. It's like a giant bat or like moth or something.
Yeah.
And the best part is that he uses the giant bat as a hang glider.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, Fantasia Bat hang gliding is what's going in the write-up for that.
Nice. And every time he does something totally ridiculous, they play the theme music.
Yeah. That's begging for a South Park parody.
Yeah.
I know, honestly. I wish they did. Ka-Laa asked Pac, why you're so different than the other man?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Chris?
No, I'm gonna say no.
You're back. Sorry, you cut out. You're back now though. Can you repeat that for posterity? Yeah.
Yeah. Is he different? Is he a different human than the rest of the humans?
No.
In any way. Okay.
He has more access to baby oil, but that's the only like differentiating factor I've seen.
Right. Which must be nice.
Yeah.
Overdub Central again.
Yep.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, this happens a lot in B movies. I noticed, but this is Italian, or was like any of the acting crew Italian?
I want to say the acting crew was between Turkish and Italian and American.
Okay. There was a particularly old, like you thought Pac was the old man in the movie. There was like the village elder, and when he was talking, his mouth was barely moving at all, and they like rushed in all this dialogue over his face, and it's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Almost got clipped. He loses a number of fights, which is strange for the hero of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roa says, we represent a race, but I guess it's the same question, but it has to do with time. Like if they are in the future, which we've established that they're not, how far ahead is it in the future? Is it like future enough for them to evolve into something else? And that's what Yor is? He's like close to human? Like these are Neanderthals and like he's... I don't know. It's all confusing to me.
Yeah.
Horrible costume design and worst choreography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fight choreography to me is hilarious. It's just him swinging a baseball bat, basically.
It's him turning and going yeah to one guy, and then like slowly turning and going yeah to the other guy, and then like I think they don't like ambush them all at once. It's like one.
Yeah, he's like playing Fruit Ninja. A cave collapse or a triggered earthquake. Apparently, it was an Istanbul explosion. We've learned.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny that explosion earthquake thing seemed to happen without Yor's involvement. So that would have happened anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I guess that's what you get for having exploding people and living in a cave.
Yeah.
So like, what would she have done if he wasn't there? It's just very confusing.
That's a good question. Not that she mattered to the story at all.
No, when she got hit when she got hit with the stalactite or whatever that was. God. Oh, I laughed so fucking hard.
It was the sound. All right, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to move on for reasons. He throws a flaming sword underhanded, and it slowly enters the enemy's back. It's like across the screen like that. Into the enemy's back. Very quick love triangle angle, which ends super abruptly. But I love that Roa is getting in a nap on the tiny little wooden raft that they're using. Everybody else is like rowing, and Roa is just the one person taking a nap.
Yor, you can come out of your hiding cave now in a few minutes, bitch. You and your stupid mother.
Yor looks like he's going to ask you if both of the skis are yours.
Nice.
Yeah,
that was my Jeff Daniels comparison I was talking about before. And I wrote down that Roa says when she gets clunked over the head with like whatever that was, a stalactite or stalagmite's a good guess, but she goes, "Oof." Oof. It's like equal to the tank girl like clunk on the head. There's like the literal like pop sound. Yeah, that. Thank you, Rob. Major head injury causing quick death, yet she calmly and clearly asks for a last kiss and gives her medallion to the girl that literally just tried to kill her. A medallion, by the way, that does nothing ever.
Yes.
That about sums it up, Chris.
Now Roa is dead, but they're all happy and like just checking out the ocean.
Yeah.
And speaking of ocean, was that a fucking marlin on the fire? How'd they catch that?
Oh, no clue, man.
How'd they catch any fish?
I don't know.
You're just
Ka-Laa.
like, yours grabbed some kind of dinosaur and surfed it out into into the waves and
while
caught
his
fish with his bare
own
hands.
theme music was playing.
Another super terrifying slow motion dino.
Yep.
You gotta love the slow-mo dino in this.
Yeah.
There are what, 3 of them? And they're obviously just on wheels. They come like back and forth into frame. But the last dinosaur, it's like bloody tongue, like tickling your was super funny. It's like, you saved my wife Tostito. Now you can have her. In the village fire, Dorito's dad dies, apparently. And then, thank you for your father's boat, Totino's pizza roll. I appreciate that. The boat, by the way, that the village does all of their fishing in.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're just going to take that to the future.
Just take it.
Across the ocean into the future. It's like they're headed to where the wild things are. Through a day, in and out of weeks, and to the future. An immediate terrible storm, which is super funny.
Yep.
Comes in out of nowhere, and then the rough seas were just so poorly represented. It was hilarious.
You gotta hold the mast up higher. I can't. It's windy.
It was obviously buckets of water being thrown at them. It was so funny. Like, stream.
It's exactly what I was going to say. It was just somebody offset with a fucking bucket just throwing water at them. The villain introduced at 1 hour. Of 1 hour 25 or whatever.
Yep.
That seems to be common in these kind of movies.
Yeah, it's weird. Awful looking future tech, we said. Your father's ship crash landed in the past, and somehow Yor survived to become horny Tarzan. But how did Roa enter this world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't. It doesn't make it. I guess I shouldn't bother. Like trying to suss this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do a clip. This is more for our YouTube audience, and I got a little bit more catch-all, and we'll get to some more fun stuff.
Okay.
This is called Trapeze.
Unpack! Let's go!
Let's get to the tight run! The bomb must be defused!
So what happened there is Batman and Robin style trapeze artistry by the old man who uses a cable to swing after Yor, and then they lock up arms like trapeze artists with no net. And not only, he actually flips down. Yeah. And grabs the rope with his ass cheeks or whatever, and puts onto Yor's arms, and then goes back, swinging back, and swings back again, and does the complete flip out. This dude's 70.
Yeah,
it's unfucking believable. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch the YouTube.
It's like Charlie's grandpa from Willy Wonka. He's an invalid until he has a reason to actually get up and move.
Yeah, true. I've got a golden ticket. Yeah, please like and subscribe our videos. Everybody says that, so I'm saying it now. Go there, YouTube, check it out. It's fucking awesome, and smash that subscribe button, which is what everybody says.
www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Make sure you hit the bell on top and you smash the subscribe button on the bottom.
Or gently caress it if you so desire. However it is that you like your buttons. We're not judging. The future tech noise is Bleep-Boop-Peyooooh. I kind of already said, but wanted to say it again. Yor and Ka-Laa terrified in the mirror room. Nice job. You knew that installing the mirror room would confuse enemies from the past Overlord. Great job.
That's my personal home invasion deterrent. I have a shitload of mirrors in my living room just in case time bandits from the future come in to steal one of my guitars or something. They'll be
they'll be too confused. Wait, there's 3 of me stealing 3 guitars. I don't get it.
Oh.
Yor's DNA is perfect. In case you weren't sure, Overlord made sure to make that clear to us. How do they know how to operate laser guns?
Oh,
This
exactly.
This goes to my whole, like, even if you're like a seasoned, like, veteran beat cop, like, if you jump on a motorcycle that's not yours, you're gonna take 5 seconds to be like, all right, where's the toggle for whatever?
Right.
Yeah, and these are like people from different periods of time, like using future tech. So yeah, that's stupid.
I thought of Rob right away because Rob always talked about like driving a different car for the first time.
Yeah,
and I thought of that as soon as I saw them pick up the laser. I'm like, this is exactly what Rob's talking about.
So this came up twice that I can remember. Catwoman, because she like all of a sudden knows kung fu, which is fine because she's a superhero now, so we can give her that. But how she knows how to operate the guy who's running a bar in his apartment's like motorcycle all of a sudden, doesn't work for superhero magic. But Hard Target also JCVD on like the highway just like hops on some dude's motorcycle and immediately like jumps a giant ramp with it or some shit through an explosion. I think we had that conversation in both of those cases.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I bring it up every time it happens because it takes me out of the movie. It's like you don't know how to do that shit.
Yeah, you don't know how to do that.
Even if you do know how to do it, you don't in that very moment. Like there's a learning curve.
Yeah, for sure. And Reb Brown, though he is athletic at times in this movie, does look pretty goofy. Like he's running uphill in those oaks I mentioned before. Yeah. And it's kind of funny. It's not Steven Seagal bad, but there is a barrel roll that he does on the floor before he shoots one of the laser guns, and it's super clunky and slow and awful looking, and really funny. Overlord yells, "Lock all access to the atomic pile."
Atomic pile.
Yeah, atomic pile.
What?
Sounds like something that happened to me last night.
What'd you have, a sandwich with bread?
Yeah. I had an Italian sandwich.
Oh boy.
Viral on a different level.
I wrote, I'm confused. Next, don't the future citizens not on the ship die with the Overlord, which is kind of fucked up? Was Reb Brown an American actor cast in an Italian sci-fi? Yes. I wrote. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. You guys got any mentions before we throw it to Rob's Magic Marvel Corner?
No, I think that covered most of it. But I'm willing to be a little lenient on the last point you made because Luke Skywalker blew up the Death Star, and
yeah, a lot of just working.
Had like a population of Smith. Yeah, but like no, I read something recently. Like Death Star has a population of 2.2 million, and only like 250,000 people. There's like 250,000 like just innocent civilians. Now, let alone like the contractors or whatever they talk about in Clerks.
Yeah,
but there's a shitload of people in there that just like are there against their will, and he's like, okay, bloop bloop, you know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a fair point. Bob, you got anything you want to throw it right into the Marvel corner?
Nope, Marvel.
Let's do it.
All right.
The worst movie ever made presents Rob's Magic Marvel Corner.
Iron Man 3. So
Iron Man
we're
3.
going to talk about Iron Man 3.
Bob, you or me?
I forget. I'll go first. All right. I hope I'm not stealing yours, Chris, but how do you rank this among the three? Worst, best, middle?
I rank it third.
Oh, okay.
I rank it third chronologically. I rank it third in regard to quality. I rank it to... I don't know what else I could rank it towards, but it'll be third in that too. It's just not good. It has so many good spots you could jump off, and it never does. Making it just... It's just not good.
No, it's not. I agree. First question, Rob. Do you see any parallels between Tony Stark's dependence on his suits and the current human dependency on cell phones? Is this to say, if we were to take away our cell phones, would it be like taking the atomic clock that works as his heart? Would we be able to do that?
I think humanity would benefit from that because... Like, people always say there's more and more stupid people as time progresses. No, it's not. There's always been the same amount of stupid people. They all just have access to the internet now. So if you eliminate the phones, then, like, the people who actually, like, when the internet was a fringe thing and you had to, like, learn, like, a little bit of coding to like communicate. It meant that like the people that you were having a dialogue with were like on a slightly higher level than people who could just take something out of their pocket and go on the internet. So
totally fair.
I think removing the internet would be good for humanity. So I don't think there's a parallel. I think Iron Man is dependent on the suit because he has all the shrapnel and all that shit. So
okay, well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Okay, the next two things I have are going back to researching because I didn't watch this.
Okay.
Is cooking oil flammable?
It like they all have different smoke points.
Mm-hmm.
Olive oil has a lower smoke point than like canola oil or peanut oil, for example.
That is true.
But, like if you like, I've never thrown a match into like a pan that was like I cooked chicken cutlets in or whatever. So I don't. Not in that sense, but like if you have a pan and you pan roast and like you cook it on the stovetop and put it in the oven, if you pull it out and that pan goes over the edge onto like the electric oven coil, there's definitely gonna be a fire, or at the very least a shitload of smoke. So yes, but like there's some conditions that need to be met.
Yeah, like even canola oil on like a direct flame will go up.
Yeah,
I don't know if a puny little match is that something that happened in the third movie?
I guess so.
I don't remember. I remember there was some explosion.
Apparently before he lit a gas stove, like he has some kind of gas explosion. Before that, he lit like a bunch of cooking oil, like he threw it on the ground and lit it or something like that.
He did like a Molotov cocktail kind of thing. So like, I can see that working, just not at the scale.
With enough of a flame, yeah. I think a decent amount of oil with a match hitting it, the match is probably just going to go out.
Yeah.
All right.
Number 2, I was completely let down by the twist end. Were you?
What was the twist? Just like when
the Mandarin wasn't the Mandarin, just like a paid actor. And it's Ben Kingsley. I thought it'd be fucking awesome if he was actually the bad guy.
They transitioned into that so shittily, I didn't even see it as a twist. That's what tripped me up.
It was awful.
He's just some dude in a penthouse, like just like fucking bitches and like living a hedonistic lifestyle. And, like he's
getting paid to be an actor. Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was just stupid. I don't think it was like a twist or like even. It just didn't. It was out of character. I think that it's been done better. Like the NCIS LA did it better when there were like people like deep faking politicians and like doing like shit and like sending videos to the crime lab. I think that was better. And we're talking about NCIS LA, not even the main NCIS, which is also a shitty show.
That's low.
Yeah.
All right. So when some character is threatening to inject herself with extremis, she says the dosage is 1,200 cc's. Do you have any idea how much liquid that actually is?
No.
It's quite a bit, isn't it?
I don't know the cc conversion rate.
It's over a liter.
I was about to say, I was going to guess like a pint. So, but
God
she said
almighty.
And she said she was 600 was lethal, but she was going to do 1,200 just to be sure. Yeah, that's a shitload of.
There's no way that'd be one syringe. So I just wanted to point that.
Can you imagine a liter syringe?
It's just a needle like this wide.
It's like a super soaker, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Rob, number 3. If you had to use the Iron Man suit to commit a terrible act of violence, what would you do?
Oh God. Give me a second. I really want to think this through.
Yeah.
I guess just because I'm on the spot here.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I would go into like a subway system or some sort of mass transit and just fly head down at top speed, oncoming to that thing. And then as I burst through the front, I would spin around with my arms out just to make sure I had a maximum blast radius.
What the hell, dude? I really thought you were gonna go like, I don't know, I guess I'd like just beat up my enemy or something. Like this person I actually hate. You plan on killing as many people as possible with the suit as fast as you can.
Extreme act of violence, so like I don't think anything more extreme than that.
I thought it was gonna involve Marie Callender's.
Yeah. No,
that would have been awesome.
Lots of people die in my scenario.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, thank you. That was intriguing.
Like I want the bodysuit cam footage of just my face while I'm doing it. It's like
it looks like this.
Yeah,
your face. All right, cool. That was awesome. Let's do bad credit names.
Sure.
Bad credit names like
Rusty Cunts, Wang Liken, Destiny Hooker, Dick Trickle, Dick Pole, Steve Sharts, Misty Hyman.
So I just took some screenshots because all of them were like crazy sounding. I think maybe because they're Italian, but they don't even sound Italian. Like Adnan Akdemir, Parent Akdemir, Elise Silger, Zanib Silger, Hank Eken, Zene Patzuk.
It was filmed in Turkey, in Istanbul, Turkey.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm very sorry to the Turkish people. Maybe I should just stop. Nerdan Asar.
But I won't.
It was Istanbul, but not Constantinople, though. I learned that.
Right. Right.
Yes. Yadigar Ajar. Nilgan Bubakagulu. Not kidding. I said that right. Tevik Sen. Yasmin Kellink. Lavent Kakar. And then the last one I'm going to do is, where was it? Footwear by LPC. Accessories by Nino Lembo, so he's probably Italian. Yeah, I thought there was one that was really funny here. Orlando Zuccari is pretty good.
Yeah.
Whatever. All the names were fucking crazy. So there you go. There's the back credit names for the week. All right, let's compare the movies.
It's turkey time.
Time to compare the movies.
Gobble, gobble.
Send all hate mail. Send all hate mail to theworstmovieevermade.com. All Turkish hate mail.
All Turkish hate mail.
Yeah.
And Italian, probably, at this point. We're making a lot of enemies over there. The Room and Your.
Those pizza slinging gabagool monkeys.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Anyway.
Okay. Negative 62.8 and worst of its kind for The Room clearly wins over Your, which Your had a bad score of negative 49.2. Worst also. But Your swings back because I gave it extra credit with my own 5-star on my pitch. So a 4.66 for Your, a 4.5 for me on both with The Room. Dialogue. It's The Room, right? It's still The Room?
Yeah. I would say so.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can't not be. What about production? We've got troubled production all around and not a movie.
I think the production of The Room was superior to Your.
Yeah.
I agree. Wow, how about that?
Yeah,
2
I'm going to
to
go
2.
with Bob on that.
2-2. I actually think that like the guy that played Overlord and the guy that played Pac probably were both better than anybody except for what was his name, Steven or whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
So acting goes to The Room as well.
Yep.
Interesting. 3-2. Let's throw it to the offensive mini game. We'll see how that works out, and then we'll talk about demerits if we need to.
Okay.
The offensive minigame. The balcony bully, or Ka-Laa kill Roa.
Balcony bully.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, I didn't see it going that way.
It's because it offends the sensibilities. Because like you're talking about the guy with the gun, right?
Actually, no. I was talking about how Greg, whatever, gets high and then like almost pushes Steven off the roof.
Oh. Yeah, I'm still gonna go with that though. Actually,
I think that is worse because the other ones were technically, like Cro-Mag kind of like sensibilities.
Yeah.
So
according to their laws, which we don't recognize.
Exactly.
Right. All right, cool. Tommy's tush or upcloth camera.
Oh no, upcloth is probably worse. Yeah.
Yeah, because they did it to both. Tommy wanted it.
True.
All right, so then we are going to the bonus round, which we do anyway every single week.
Yeah.
Saving only the sexy. That's for your, or what am I going to say? I'm guessing you guys already know. If you don't, I'll say it. I don't want to have to say it again.
Say it.
Breast cancer boomerang.
Oh, boomerang.
If you don't know, if you hadn't seen The Room, they talk about breast cancer like it's a horrible, and it is, thing that the mother found out, but then they never speak about it again. It has nothing to do with the plot. They just threw it out there for a momentary jar, and it kind of works because nobody wants cancer. But then they literally never talk about it. They just brush it away and never talk about it again. So we're going with that, right?
Yes, it offends me in two ways. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So The Room wins the offensive minigame as well. So 4-2. Do you guys want to discuss demerits? I mean, we have The Room. The world is too small, and I just wrote in dinosaurs for your.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm on board with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what's worse? Just for fun. A world too small or a world way too big? Because even like in the caveman days, there weren't dinosaurs.
I'm going with dinosaurs.
I'm gonna go with dinosaurs as well.
Wow, 4-3 then. Very nice. Okay. Good job, you almost made it, but unfortunately, the worst of the season still, or fortunately, or fortunately, The Room is still the worst of the season. Next week, Rob, you win. Finally, it's been a while, but Samurai Cop.
Yes, I voted for it.
Did you?
I learned about this movie two ways. When we were first starting the show, Chris, we were looking for bumpers, and I went to YouTube and searched the worst movie ever made, and a scene from this movie came up.
Okay.
I didn't end up using it for a bumper, so you didn't know that. But like that's how I found out about this movie. And then recently, for one of my writing gigs, I was doing like a ranking list on like awful movies, and this was like number 3 out of like a 10 top 10 ranking. And I was like, okay, that's. I sent you guys a screenshot of the article that I was reading to write the article I was writing, and I was like, we got to watch this. And yes,
it must be really awful.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Although I'm sure that I can, because I'm probably going to be fucking miserable the whole time. This psychological experiment, which has no end, and at some point, where all three of us are going to go insane. We're probably not even on Discord. I'm probably in a room somewhere just crying, and I don't know it. Anyway, I love the listeners. If they really, truly exist, email us. Rob, where could they find us?
www.theworstmovieevermade.com. That's where you can find our TikTok, where the viral sandwiches that we mentioned earlier are. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on Google Play. We're on Apple. We're on some other shit. Just go to the website, www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Then Bob makes trailers. Chris puts up polls where we could, we really engage with our audience.
We do. We engage.
And they engage back by making us watch Samurai Cop. So, high energy, good stuff. I try getting some clips generated throughout the week that we could throw on our stories that are fun, like little video snippets from the shows or whatever. So, there's lots of good stuff to see, and it's just floating around there in the cosmic void of the internet forever. So, whether this is your first episode or your almost 100th episode, it's all there. Just keep scrolling back.
That's right. Next week is 100. Is that right?
Yeah.
The last movie of the season is 100 episodes. We should do something special. I'll try to think of something.
Yeah. I have a couple tricks up my sleeve. It's just, to put it lightly, I have to go through a lot of old episodes to get a couple things slapped together. It's like, there's no AI, there's no template that I know of. I want to get a couple specific clips from like a number of episodes. Yeah. There's no way to easily do it without just listening to every episode and like finding the spot. So that's where I'm running into a snag right now.
Sick. Well, I mean, you could tell me what you're looking for, and I can help you find them. I'll tell you. Or do you want to surprise me?
Yeah. I kind of want to surprise you guys, but I might tell you off air.
Okay. Cool. Bob, your last word?
Gabagool.
Bibbidi-boop.
Bippity boopity. Bleep bleep. Pew.